welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Hand off to the back. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 10 now. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Motion man sent left. 3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Commanders ready. And he's got a good... Stick him deep his first time out. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise. When you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play now. It's caught left side by Hill. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Commanders pick this one up. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, And they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Here comes the offense after the field, ready for their second. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They go play action on first. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. From the red zone now. Got a man, Patterson has it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Has it down close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll throw it again. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They bring the tight end in motion. 2nd and 4. Short pass caught by his tight end. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Play action on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Running it after the penalty. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 14. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Dolphins and their running back about to get back to work. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Back-to-back carries here. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 39. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You pick... Fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it sets up 2nd down. Back to throw. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Setting up a throw. Setting up the screen. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. That's 1 quarter gone on the biggest stage of them all, the Super Bowl. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And he will get the first as they touch him down.
4th and 1, why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? Well, they just proved it. No thinking, just doing.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. It's through a beautifully placed football.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders set to take over. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Putting a receiver in motion. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They kick the running back in motion. First down, he'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds him over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing now off play action. Finds a man right side.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. He gets him a bunch of yards back, 9 on that play, and it's 2nd and 6. From the 46. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throw on 3rd down. He's got it over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Finds his target, Patterson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted Dolphins will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Kick now to the running back. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. We've hit the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins looking to add to their advantage. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Hill. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Finds the in route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll throw it again. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins will add to their lead at the end of the half. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So we have reached halftime of the Super. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the 2nd half. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The 2nd half of the Super Bowl is underway. Flowers now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Dolphins headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I hate to say it, but it kind of feels like the primetime lights have blinded him here tonight. It's been a real rough showing for him, as we're seeing here, Brock, a lot of plays that he's going to want back.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing now from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Miami.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, they'll run. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 27. Complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. This throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, 4th and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. Like, yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call and better execution from the entire group.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They are coming off their first. The game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Play action on first down. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Look into the air here. Short pass brought in. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw now. It is caught left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They go play action on 1st. Finds him over the middle. He's got it in the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting... The return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Complete out to the right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Second down now, 7 to go. An entire season comes down to the next quarter. We're through 3 in the Super Bowl. It's Commanders football, their title hopes hinging on getting rid of that deficit. Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go. Go.
Pass play coming here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 4. Catch made over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. They are throwing it again. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Hits him on the out route. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Working inside the red zone. Finds a man right side. And he'll go down here at the 16. Second down now, 7 to go. They'll send him over right. From the 16. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that brings up 3rd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. That shots, caught for the first. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Miami offense sent it out there now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Here's a give up the middle. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Hand off to the back. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. Room inside the 10. And he's finally taken down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon review, no touchdown, just an incomplete pass. Here's a give, straight up the middle. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. This from just 23 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return starts at the 3. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Throwing it to start this drive. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So second down coming up. Looking for a throw here. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Commanders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They go play action here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Still sticking with the passing game. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
2nd and 10 now. He completes it in traffic. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They put a receiver in motion right. He'll throw it yet again. Able to get it to Reed. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Second and 3 now. They'll throw it again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. The play fake, he'll throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw, needing a first. And that one's going to be knocked knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
And South Florida is the home of champions, baby. The Miami Dolphins have won the Super Bowl. The commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, about to award the Lombardi Trophy to the Miami Dolphins, the best in the NFL, champions of the Super Bowl. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner, Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators, Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.